You know, in Australia, airport stopovers are a pain, terrible food options. Not the case in the US at all. You get lots of quality food options. You've also got your food courts and so forth, but quality bars. And here in Atlanta, we've got a sushi bar. I can't ever imagine an Australian airport where you could have, for example, thyme roasted pork belly. Can't remember seeing that at Sydney Airport. Another thing about the US that I like is truly dog friendly. This little dog here,
How are we doing?
no problem whatsoever. If you went into an Australian airport with a little dog like that, they'd want to arrest you. Here they truly are dog friendly. Well, Biloxi, Mississippi, where I am now, was it's about an hour and a half from New Orleans along the coastline. It was pretty much wiped out like New Orleans in the hurricane in 2005. And what they did is, rather than give up on the town, they rebuilt further inland with the housing estates, and the coastal areas, to revitalise it, they put in some casino resorts. Obviously this one where I'm at the moment, the Palace, which is very nice, and entirely smoke free, which is also a novelty for the US, but great. Over here we have the Golden Nugget. And then further along, we have Harrah's. And over in the distance, where I'm heading to today for the poker, is the Beau Rivage. So the idea is they're offering incredible deals for people to come here. It's super cheap. I just had a delicious breakfast for $10. And can't fault the hospitality and the service. Now this is the Beau Rivage casino where I'll be playing poker for the next week. It's a very similar style to it as the Bellagio in Vegas. I believe it's owned by the same people. So along the way in the shuttle bus, we also went past the Hard Rock Cafe, Casino, the Imperial Palace, and the Boomtown. So there's quite a lot happening here in this part of town. The South is known for its hospitality, and so far everyone I've come across has been friendly. Even people passing in the street say good day to you, so that's a good sign. First impressions inside the casino, it's absolutely lovely. Really great style. Still got their Christmas decorations up, but a really terrific looking place. One of the really enjoyable things about travelling is trying different foods. So I've really enjoyed in the south trying some of the things I've heard of but never had before. This is seafood gumbo. It's a really hearty soup. It's full of clams and shrimp and vegetables. It's served over white rice. Just gives it a really hearty texture. It's delicious. So here we have a real southern meal. This is, we'll start with over here, red kidney beans over white rice, a bit of cornbread, good old mac and cheese, and these are fried green tomatoes. I had them for the first time last night, and they're really quite addictive. Very tart, but once you get a taste of them, you definitely want to have them again. And this is good old southern fried chicken that puts KFC to shame, of course. Well, I had to have a try of this as well. This is bell pepper soup. So It's again served with white rice right through it, and it is absolutely delicious. The only problem now is I've got to leave enough room for dessert, and so far I've spotted about 8 things that I want, so it's a tough decision ahead. Well, that was too tough to decide, so I settled on 2 things in the end. This is bread and butter pudding with ice cream, and here we have something I had last night that's incredible. It's peanut butter cheesecake with chocolate sauce. Yum. The one thing I can never resist is buying cheap clothes when in the US. So here today, I managed to pick up a quality pair of trousers, a Puma jacket, 7 pairs of boxer shorts, and 5 pairs of socks for $60. So terrific value. I've been on the Mississippi Gulf Coast now for about 5 days, and what I would say is that it's a terrific place. There's a shuttle bus that runs round to all the casinos and the shopping malls, runs every 20 minutes, costs $1.50, so it's a breeze to get around. People are friendly, and it's certainly great value. The shows that are on at the moment at the various casinos, you can see Smokey Robinson, Engelbert Humperdinck, and Mariah Carey. So it's a bit of a hidden gem here, I think. So today I found myself unable to resist more shopping bargains. This here is 2 pair of Wrangler jeans for, where's the price here? $20 a pair. And here I've got 3 polo shirts and another 3 over here, and the price on these was $3 a shirt. Can you believe it? Well, my first impression of Bourbon Street in New Orleans is that it runs a lot longer than what I thought. Actually, having just walked down right from the top, way past where that ambulance is, way off in the distance, it runs for another half a kilometre there, so I reckon it's about a kilometre all the way along. Now, in terms of options here, lots of different music. Obviously the jazz is the main theme. I'm not a huge fan. Did see some country music bars that look pretty good, so I might head into one of those. And in terms of what to eat, everything from just your basic hot dog to fine dining. Looking at this one here, Bourbon House, just a really magnificent looking restaurant. So lots of options here, and I think I'll stick to the hot dog tonight. So slight change of plans. Walk past this oyster bar and it just called my name in. So this is char grilled oysters and washed down with a margarita. So the char grilled oysters were delicious, but this is a bit of a challenge. This is a rather oversized local
intimidating, pretty
Louisiana oyster, and people are laughing at me right now. And we've got some hot sauce and some lemon, and wish me luck. Here we go. This is mother and son.
That's a black oyster and that's a white oyster.
Black oyster? Yeah, okay.
Oh boy.
What's your name, man?
Isidore, sir. Is it a shucker? That's me.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
So this is Louisiana blackened alligator.
You didn't think
The oysters were absolutely amazing. Definitely coming back here again. And the margaritas aren't bad either. This is margarita number 3. This is a good warm-up for the cruise. Well, that was a lot of fun, and this is my hotel, which is located literally 10 seconds walk off Bourbon Street. So a great spot. Well, it's a beautiful morning here in New Orleans. The best weather of the trip so far. So really good day to be doing the hop-on, hop-off bus tour. It's one of the best things you can do in any city, really, because you can get to see a lot of things for cheap, and also gives you a really good way of getting your bearings around the place. So having a look around Jackson Square, really pretty place. We've got the statue there of Andrew Jackson, who was the hero of the Battle of New Orleans in 1815. In the background, a magnificent church, which we'll have a closer look at, and some really nice parklands. Just a really well maintained and very pretty place. Now, this is inside the church, and quite a magnificent building, I must say. And these really nice stained glass windows. Very impressive. So this is the Mississippi River, looking back towards the city. I didn't quite get as much footage around New Orleans today on the hop-on, hop-off bus as I hoped, due to stupidly running out of battery. But the good news is I'm back here in November, and I'll get some more footage then. What I did see was quite impressive. Some beautiful old buildings, lots of Queen Anne residences, and a lot of pride in the city. It's quite evident. There are areas of the city that are quite grubby, but overall it's a really interesting, fun place to come. And heading out tonight again. The oysters last night were incredible. Those char-grilled oysters are something that I would definitely come back for, without doubt. And this here is called a po' boy. It's very famous here in New Orleans. This version is a shrimp with a remoulade sauce, and served over fried green tomatoes. And it's kind of like a baguette type roll, and it looks delicious. So only in America, this is deep fried cheesecake. So what I've discovered, the key with the music is you just got to keep walking up and down the Bourbon Street until you find somewhere that that appeals to you, or some sound that is quite good. One thing I noticed too is there's these oyster bars everywhere. Now, up until last night, I thought US oysters were terrible, but those Louisiana oysters changed my views of it. Anyway, we'll see if we can find some more music.